Welcome to the Navigating Dental Insurance Podcast, where we don't take from insurance companies. Here are your hosts, Mr. Jordan Comstock and Mr. Ben Tuine. This podcast is sponsored by BoomCloud Dental Membership Software, www.boomcloudapps.com, and Veritas Dental Resources, www.veritasdentalresources.com. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Navigating Dental Insurance Podcast. I am your host today, Jordan Comstock. Ben is taking a vacation because it's snowing here in Utah, and he likes the hot weather. So we're excusing him today. But with me, I got an awesome friend that I've known for years. Her name's Abby. She's the head of partnerships at Digital Resource. And Abby, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Jordan. You have the best radio voice. Like,
really?
look at that. That was amazing.
The funny thing is, before I started BoomCloud, I remember trying to start a radio company.
Yeah,
I really did. I really did.
I've never noticed it until you started the interview mode, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, your voice is amazing! Yes, you were made for this."
I literally was years ago. I really did try starting a radio company, and I was going to be the host. But then I met Ben Tuine, and we decided to do a podcast instead. So
smart.
it worked better in my opinion, because radio hosts don't make a lot of money, and it's hard to make a career out of that. It's more of a passion.
It's better to be an entrepreneur. Yeah,
it's better to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. So no, I'm super pumped that you're on our show today. We've seen each other a lot lately because we've been going to every show together.
I know, we're like road family.
We're road warrior family. Really, that's how I feel about the people I see out on the road. We see a ton.
They're so amazing. Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was talking to I realize most of my friends now are not here in Utah. They're just across the entire country because of the road, right?
Yeah. I think COVID made me realize that more than ever, right? Like when we were no longer going on the road, I was like, oh my gosh, I miss the people that I work with who are actually on the road and not here in the office a lot of the times, you know?
Yeah. And I think, so I have a young family. I have 3 little girls that keep me busy here in Utah. Cute. So when I'm on the road, obviously they're not with me. So I feel like I actually get to hang out with adults.
Your adult time.
I love being on the road. They have a lot of family friends out there on the road. And Abby, you're one of them. We've saw each other at Greater New York, ADOM. I forget other places we've seen.
Oh my God. I honestly forgot about ADOM too. You're right. Yeah.
So
they just all kind of blend together.
They really do. And we're headed to Yankee next with my team. I think I'll be there. Ben, our co-host of the show, will be there as well. Midwinter, we're headed there. So if any of our listeners are headed to any of those events, come see us at the booths. I think Abby you guys will have a booth at Midwinter or
at Midwinter. Oh gosh, I don't even. I think Henman we will. I know that. I know that for sure. I think we're doing last minute stuff with but we might be pairing off with other people or getting badges for the day. But come find us walking the floor.
Sure. Yeah, come find them.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you're going to the shows, we'd love to see you out there because it's so fun 100%. Meeting new people and even meeting our listeners on the show. So, anyways. Today, we're actually going to be talking about a topic that I have never really talked about on the show, maybe briefly, but not how you're going to talk about it, Abby. So today we're going to be talking about internal marketing and expanding, creating new revenue from your existing patients. I think this is really important because I know I'm not a dentist, but I do own a business, and business is universal. And the topic today is actually really interesting because we were able to double my company. From what Abby's going to be talking about today. We doubled our company in a short amount of time by making sure we're expanding revenue from our existing customers, or in your guys' case, your existing patients. So here's one of my questions for you, Abby. What strategies should a practice implement to start increasing revenue from their existing patients?
Yeah, that's such a great question. And I mean, I think you hit on it too. This isn't just dental, right? It's for any business.
It's universal. Yeah.
A lot of times it existing patients, existing clients, customers, they all get neglected, right? Because once you get them, you go through all this hard work, all these strategies, all these marketing tactics. And then once you get them, it's like, yay, check. And then you kind of move on to the next new people, So it's such a great question to figure out what's the best strategies to make sure that you are nurturing those existing patients. And our tactics with internal practice marketing is really about communication and making sure that you are effectively communicating to your customers and your patients with the right information that they actually want to know about. A lot of times in the chair, there's so much information that is given to the patients, right? About their treatment, about their health.
It's kind of overwhelming. Yeah.
It's so overwhelming. And then you leave and then you like tell your spouse that you want to get a full mouth, and they're like drilling you with all these questions because all they see is the price tag, and you're like, that's a great question. I don't remember. I don't know, but I remember when I was in the chair, I felt really good, and now I feel bad, so I'm not going to do it. There's that balance. So it's making sure you're communicating, you're building that hype from what you had in the chair through a digital presence, and you can do that through email and text. So kind of making yourself more, you're making yourself more present, even when you're not presently in front of them, so to speak. So making sure that the emails are frequent. A lot of times people are afraid of unsubscribe. So we call it a 3-prong approach, essentially. You have your automations, you have educational emails, and you have targeted messages. So typically with any kind of patient communication software, so that could be NextHealth, RevenueWell, Solution Reach, Lighthouse, Modento. You have all these different types of softwares that are out there that are typically in the practice that are being used for appointment reminders. But we find that less than 10% of the software is actually being utilized. They only have appointment reminders on, maybe one recall attempt, and then happy birthday. And the reason for that, is like, it's because they're non-confrontational.
Speaking of happy birthday, today's your birthday.
It is my birthday. Thank you. Yeah, it is my birthday.
Now everyone knows on the podcast.
Everyone knows. I'm 21. I swear. No,
I do have a question. Did your dentist send you a birthday text today? Then.
Of course. And dentist, Dr. Simpson, love her. Angela Simpson. She's the best right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
Technically like Brentwood, but. She's a client of ours. She has been for years. She was actually one of my first clients as an account manager. And, we did videos for her. So not only did I get a birthday email, but I got a birthday email with a video of them singing happy birthday to me.
That's
like,
rad.
How amazing is that?
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
actually.
I mean, that's the type of, it's amazing. It's a type of personal touches, to make people feel special, even when they're outside of your practice. And you can do that through, automations, you can make sure that those are all turned on. They're there for a reason, but customizing them to make sure that the patients are understanding what you're trying to communicate with them and you're not talking over their head. And then having educational emails, like talking about your financial options. This is a great time to promote your membership program, right? Like any in-office membership program, letting them know that it exists, that even though they don't have insurance, there's other avenues to go down.
Yeah.
And then
or maybe they hit their maximum and they could tap into, a membership plan to get more savings on treatment. I know a lot of practices do that too.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. And that's such a great point. It's an educational aspect of it, right? Like they don't know what they don't know. And if they don't know, it's not their fault. It's ours for not communicating that to them. Right. So expanding their knowledge and making them, patients are more in control than ever. They're more confident than ever. And by giving them the intel as the provider, you're making them feel more confident in you and building that trust. So educational aspects like that, even highlighting technology in the office and why it's there. It's not just there because it's expensive and it looks cool.
Yeah, why it benefits the patient.
The patient, right? Yeah. So those types of messages. And then you have targeted. So actually going after specific dental codes to communicate specific messages to those patients. So if you look at your unscheduled proposed treatment, and let's say we always ask doctors, like, what treatment do you want to do more of? Do you want to do more implants? Do you want to do more Invisalign? Like, do you offer same day crowns and you want to do more case? What do you want to do? And you can always target or look at two numbers, right? Like, do I have enough patients that have been proposed implants that I just need to accept, or do I need more new patients that need implants? From there, you can really strategize your marketing and figure out, okay, well, I need new, so I should go after like SEO or ads, or I need to just get them to accept. Well, those are existing patients. You just need to communicate to them why they should trust you. So targeted messages to those specific dental codes, letting them know that you're accredited by the AAID and the AACD. So you should trust me for implants, and you offer 3D imaging. So you can make sure that the precision is there and that they're going to save time and have the best quality care. You can talk about showcase reviews or testimonials or show before and afters. They're all specific to the treatment that you want to be accepted. And I will say certain softwares do it and certain softwares don't. So you depending on your software, you can target that specific list of patients and increase your acceptance when they're not even in your office. And then have like online booking. And so point being that you have your automated, your educational, and your targeted.
And that's really that's what a practice should focus on. Like first things first, when you're trying to ramp up. So I know my mom is an office manager for a dental office. The other day I was literally talking to her and she's like, I just don't know how to like communicate with her existing patients as as much. And I think I told her to go get like RevenueWell or some type of one of the I think it was RevenueWell that they ended up getting, and now they're able to automate a lot of things to their patients. Like my daughter's, it's a pediatric office, so my daughters go there, so we get lots of those happy birthday texts and things like that, right? Yes. But they've been doing one thing more frequently, and it was in the education category from what you said, and they obviously have a dental membership program that we manage at BoomCloud through our software. But they've been educating a lot of their patient base on, I guess you can call it either the education portion of what you just said, Abby, or the target section, because they've been targeting uninsured patients. I don't have insurance, never will. I've been getting, and other patients been getting text messages educating them about their membership plan. So I love that. So communicating effectively is using the right tool that can automate, that can help you create education and target your like unscheduled treatment or your uninsured type patients.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times too, that to your very point, like with office managers, they could be becoming overwhelmed or they don't know how to go about what's the best strategy for them, or how many messages is too many messages, right?
Yeah. So let's spend some time there. How many is too many?
It depends on the goals you're trying to achieve, right? They just can't, there's pretty standard, I always like to say we do like 1.5 messages a month on top of automations. And so you have typically like an educational emails going out every other month. And then you have a targeted message going out a little bit more frequently. And I wouldn't be worried about the amount that you're sending out to people, because if it's strategic and you're targeting in there, you're not sending it out to everybody and to your very point, blasting them about every little detail and every little update. You're being specific with your messaging. So you're saying like, there's 5 emails going out within a 5-month period, but or maybe 7, right? But it's specific to what they need to hear and what they want to know. So you think of like a drip campaign. A drip campaign is meant to say different messages, but there's a focus with each message. So you're not just doing a newsletter where you're word vomiting everything you want them to know for the month, and whether that's pertinent to them or not, that's going to show the effectiveness of the results that you're getting. So I would ask, what do you want to achieve? More appointments? Is there a specific type of appointments? Like, is it hygiene or is it doctor appointments that you want to fill? Because I'll get a lot of times, the office manager will be like, we're slammed for 6 months. Is the hygiene team slammed or is the doctor team slammed? Because those are 2 different approaches to go after, or different strategies to go after. So understanding that, for one, I want to increase appointments, or I want to help our recall, or I want to make sure that when new patients come in, they know what to expect. Just really thinking about what the strategy, what the goal is in mind. And again, this is existing patients. So it's not necessarily for new, it's for what you want to achieve with your existing. Also, like if you're if you know you're about to retire and you're selling your practice, or if you're bringing on an associate, or if you're expanding your office or moving, those are all great strategies you need to be thinking of too. People don't like to be blindsided. They don't like to be scared. They want to be part of the change, and that's how they'll embrace it and celebrate it. So if you make everything a celebration and you think of it that way, it's more exciting. So there's not a number to say that so much is too many and so much is too less. It really depends on what you're trying to go after. But yeah, I say at least once a month, you need to be sending something out.
At least once a month. Okay.
At least once a month. But it's hard. I don't know how office managers do it. Like, I don't know how they're able to take on marketing and insurance claims. They
definitely do a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah. But if you can get one a month out and turn on your automations, they're there to assist you and take work off of your plate, not make more work for you. Like once you turn them on and you have the messaging that you want, then you're not sending those out manually. Like welcome new patient, you know, like you shouldn't have to send that out manually. Make sure your new patient forms are attached to that email and it's the verbiage is what you want. I have some offices that have a video. So make sure it exudes your practice brand and feel confident to turn it on.
Yeah. I think that's awesome. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, people are going to complain. It's in their best interest. Like you're going to have a patient that's going to complain about something and that's okay. It's the opportunity to like change their settings, ask them what they want to learn about, or ask them what kind of emails and messaging they want.
Sure.
And if they have that, then you can customize it for them, but don't turn it off for everybody. Like that's just
because one patient is unhappy or something. Yeah. I mean, I've had people, you know, with some of our email marketing, you know, not like, you know, how much I email, but it's like, well, I mean, you subscribe to it. So if you don't want more of it, like I'm not going to be offended if you either unsubscribe or just ignore some of my messages and only pick and choose the ones that, you know, that interest you.
Right. Exactly. And it's like loyalty. Maybe you're getting people that aren't really loyal to your practice or price shoppers anyway. They're not ideal patients.
Yeah. You kind of weed them out anyways, right?
You're weeding them out. But then also always follow up with asking them like, what do you want to be communicated with? Do you want appointment reminders for your next appointment? Do you want to know when you're due for your hygiene appointment? Do you want to know updates about the practice? No. Okay, cool. A lot of these softwares allow you to uncheck what types of messages you send out. So then they literally are getting exactly what they want and allows you to keep those automations running and be efficient. But
that's awesome. Here's my next thought here, because I'm sure a lot of people are like, okay, cool. Tools are awesome. Automation's awesome. And kind of your effective communication strategies, I think, are awesome. Sometimes though, it's hard to get the message right or the verbiage right, the content right. Do you have any tips like on like, is there any books out there that a practice can read, or tips on how to create the right type of messaging for whatever they're trying to do?
Donald Miller is my favorite. StoryBrand.
Donald Miller, StoryBrand.
Yep. Anything that he talks about as far as marketing and like messaging and branding is, I believe, spot on. He describes, and we've even done like he has like marketing courses and everything like that. He's just, so his whole background is he's an author. He writes stories, right? So going into the business model, the same idea, same concept, but instead, a lot of times businesses always say that they're the hero, right? Like you think of Star Wars or whatever, like there's always your hero and then there's your guide and how you're going to get to your goal, right? But you look at marketing tactics or websites and you see or emails and they're like, I'm going to get you here, right? And he even talks about like politicians, right? Their campaigns and how like, I'm the hero, I'm going to be the person to get you there. Trust in me. Let's do this. But what if the patient is the guide? What if the customer you're trying to attract the hero, and you're the guide to get them to their hero? Yeah. So in a patient's perspective, for instance, let's say I'm not confident with my smile, so I don't smile as much. And maybe it's holding me back from getting the job I want or meeting the spouse that I want or whatever that may be, right? So me being a hero would be getting that dream smile so I can like be confident and I can walk into a room and smile and feel more confident about it. I'm the hero in this situation, but Doc got me to that to make me feel good about it. So they're my guide. They're the ones that are making sure that I understand all my options. And so when it comes to messaging, remember that they're not a colleague of yours and that clinical words and dental specifics,
they're not going to get it. Yeah.
Don't matter. All patients, I mean, we've dwindled it down to, it comes down to fear, just overall fear. They had a bad experience. They don't understand. So the unknown is what we call it. There's fear. There's the unknown. Price. Can I afford this? Does it make sense for me? And then time. How much time do I have to take off of work? How much time do I have to take away from my family? And what does that mean? Like, how much time do I have to be hiding because I'm embarrassed of like the in between or whatever that may be? So if you think of that from their perspective and always put your patient hat on and think, how would I want to be communicated this? How would I always like to think of like my mom, like, how would I tell my mom this? How would I explain this to my mom? And if you can
nice.
Simplify it that way and just make sure that it hits on those pain points of pain, time, fear, and the unknown, you're going to really be able to communicate it effectively. And remember, you want to build them up. And that in turn will help with retention when your existing patients, but also help build that trust, which I think a lot of practices, that's a biggest barrier, right? It's just, can I trust you as my dental provider?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So repeat the name. Donald Miller from Story Brands.
Yes.
I think I've used that framework a couple of times with some of doing some webinars and stuff with some of our people in the past. And I've actually really I think they have even a tool that you can use to map out how to communicate with like whoever, right? Whether it's a patient.
They do. Yeah.
I think I've used that
blanking on what it's called.
I know. I think I've definitely
a map of some sort.
Yeah. I've used it. Yeah. I don't know if you know Gary Cady. He's a business consultant for practice owners. Gary's awesome. He's been on our podcast before. I'm sure those listening have recognized his name. He's a very energetic speaker. I think he did an episode called Getting Off the PPO Treadmill. He's fantastic.
I'll have to watch that. Nice to meet you, Gary.
And he's in New York too. We should have saw him. We should have visited him while we were there.
Sorry,
Goodness,
Gary.
I don't know why. Gary, if you're listening, I'm sorry I didn't see you in New York, bro. Anyways, that's a cool tool, the Story Brands stuff. That I've used that a couple of times.
It really helps you think outside the box. Like I feel like I was doing marketing for so long, you kind of forget. And I think any business, you just forget, you get so lost in the intricacies of a business and what you're doing and the details. And you forget, like, what does that mean to the end user? Like, why does it benefit them? And he's amazing at explaining everything and just making it really easy and talking to a panel of experts that I highly recommend. He's got an academy. He's got like books. It's just great. Business Made Simple, I believe is what it's. Business Made Simple.
I think that's what I saw. I just pulled up the website. So storybrand.com is the website, I believe. So go check that out. That's really interesting.
And he's here in Nashville. So
represent. Is he? Is that how you know the represent?
Yeah, Kevin Newham. Yeah.
That's awesome. Another book that I recommend. I'm a huge Dan Kennedy fan in regards to marketing and writing. And there's a book called The Ultimate Sales Letter, or better for practice owners, I think it's the magnetic marketing book. Go grab that book. That's another. Dan Kennedy's a legend in marketing and in copywriting. So I highly recommend checking that book out as well for just getting your verbiage right, because I think that's we have all this technology out there, and this is what I've experienced as well, being another business owner. We have all this technology. I own a tech company. A lot of the times, though, it's the soft skills that we use within the technology, like writing and selling. I know a lot of practices don't like the word sell, but it's a good word.
It's true. Yeah.
You're selling yourself in treatment every day. But I think these types of strategies will help definitely if you learn from Dan Kennedy, and did you say Donald Miller? Donald Miller.
Don, or I think he goes by both.
Donnie. Old Donnie.
Old Donnie.
I think if you can learn from those books and implement those strategies and using the technology and the automation and stuff that Abby talked about, I think that will really help drive a new revenue from your existing patients. So
absolutely.
Real quick, Abby, I want to talk about where you're at now, because you I've known you for a while. You were at High Five Practice Marketing. High Five Practice. They got acquired, and now you're at a company called Digital Resource.
That's right. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys do and kind of that process of going through a branding move, right? With them getting acquired.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've been with High Five Practice for 8 years now. So was an account manager for 7 of those years. in the last year, took the account management hat and put it into partner relations. So now I'm head of partnerships over at Digital Resource. And we've been working with Digital Resource for years because they always did external marketing and we did internal marketing. That's all High Five did. Was our focus was retaining existing patients. It was our own model. I still don't know of any competitors out there. Like, we would partner with our softwares and use the softwares, but no competitors at that point.
Sure.
So yeah, as of April 1st, 2021, we decided. No, 2022. Oh my gosh, what year are we in?
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore. What day is it? Yeah.
It's your birthday.
It's a birthday. It's a birthday. Yeah. We got acquired by Digital Resource, and it's been amazing. I don't even see it like that. It's like we merged our companies together because we both just, our culture is the same. We literally have the same colors when it comes to our brand. Like, it's all very similar. Yeah. It's like,
that's pretty rare.
It's meant to be. And, Shay and Kevin kind of came up around the same time and done all, it's pretty crazy. Our stories, how much they're aligned, right on target for each other. It was fate, so yeah. As of April, we have been Digital Resource now. So now we do everything. We're a full service marketing agency, anywhere from, we like to describe it as practices come to us if they need new patients, if they're concerned with the amount of patients they're generating every month, they're not getting the right type of treatment that they want to do, or if they're just constantly getting beat out against competition online. Those are all things that we can resolve. And that could be anywhere from it can be a startup that needs a logo and a website to you want to make sure that you're expanding for new patients. So you could do, we do SEO, digital ads, as well as, and when I say digital ads, it could be Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. Really depends on the strategy, the opportunity, and your location and what we're going after.
Sure.
We do social media, we do internal practice marketing, review generation. So, I mean, literally, you name it. If it's
every
digital,
marketing component a dental practice needs. Yeah,
exactly. And what's nice is everything's a la carte, everything's month to month. So practices really feel in control and making the decisions that they want for their practice. There's sometimes that they want to do social media, right? Like, oh my gosh, absolutely.
Sure.
How can we assist you to make sure, especially again with those office managers, that it typically falls on their plate? And oh my gosh, I don't know how. We have a whole team that, like, every department is focused on their service. And it's like, you're supposed to do all of the, no, I would never want to. Oh, and by the way, run the practice, basically, like help do the,
and work with these damn PPOs.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
No, I do not envy. It's a lot. So just working as an extension of these practices, being able to acclimate and grow with them because everything's so flexible. And, maybe they need ads at a certain point of where they're at that point. And then maybe they don't, maybe they just focus on SEO. So really being able to adapt with them, and they have an account manager with us and so that allows them to have one person for all their marketing needs and really have that point person, that extension of their practice. And we've done all that at High Five. So it's like all exactly the same, which is pretty crazy and very, very lucky to be able to, so Digital Resource is full service marketing agency.
Cool. What, you guys have a website and everything?
Yeah. yourdigitalresource.com.
And then,
where we're your resource for everything digital.
Nice. That's awesome. So yourdigitalresource.com. What, any final thoughts you have for our listeners on the podcast?
I think the biggest thing is when it comes to marketing, I know it can be overwhelming. There's so much out there.
Marketing it's a big thing. It's not just a small little department, right?
There's a lot, and it's constantly evolving because it's digital, right? Like what's so different now is used to be a billboard or an ad, and it was print. So you knew it had to stay for a certain amount of time and you were done. You checked a box. Now algorithms are constantly changing. You have to
algorithms.
Yeah,
I remember because I've done SEO. I've
you're a marketing connoisseur yourself. So
I've always done marketing mainly because I had to. I actually really like it. But like in the early days when I started doing like online marketing, specifically like ranking sites and like national sites with using SEO strategies, right?
Yeah.
It was a lot easier to rank back then than it is today because of the algorithm and all, it's always changing and it's always
getting
adapting.
Too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Way
is.
Too smart. Yeah. Because it's like, it's even predicting things for you now. I mean, even your feeds, everything, like you're able to, it's not only ranking, crazy. But now you're also competing and we're getting so smart that we're looking things up. So I tell people same day crowns or CEREC, like patients are smart enough now to actually research it and see what practices offer it. And before that was the first time they heard about it, was out of the doctor's mouth. So yeah, it's very overwhelming. There's a lot out there, and we're here literally as a resource. So feel free to just talk. We have consultants that specialize in all kinds of different facets of the business and different dental specifically. We've been working in dental for 8 years. So just happy to just talk or create, if you want to analysis and you just want to see what marketing you should be doing based on your goals. We can do that for free for your reviewers and just talk through it and just make sure whether you want to do it with somebody else, at least it's direction. Because I know it's so overwhelming, and it's just good to have somebody to lean on for that.
Do they go to you guys' website to like book a time?
Yeah, I can give you a link too, but yourdigitalresource.com. There's like a marketing analysis, but I can send you a specific link that they can we'll put go directly to.
We'll definitely put a link in the show notes. So we have that. So those listening can just go down and just tap it versus stopping and then I was going to say rewind. You don't rewind anymore.
But can't we go back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rewind to be kind.
So let me tell you a story on that, because here at Boom Cloud, we have what we call the Boom Buster, and it is a section in our office where it's just like 1980s VHS movies, right? So, and we have those stickers that say "Be kind, rewind" on all the VHS.
Yes, I was seeing this at Greater New York.
Yes, you probably saw some of the pictures, but the funny thing is my team didn't grow up in the 80s like I did, and my brother and maybe some people in our leadership, but most of my team didn't grow up in the 80s, right? or like barely the 90s. Right. Like, okay, cool. You guys did this 80s thing. All right. Okay, that's cool.
It's a throwback. Yeah, it's retro. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not retro.
It's retro. Yeah. I guess that means the more people I hire in that generation, the older I appear to them, because I crack jokes all the time, about the movies I grew up with, and they kind of look at me with like a glazed look, like, what are you talking about? So anyways, Abby, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing your insights.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll have you guys again, but those listening, go check out yourdigitalresource.com. Did I get that right?
You did. Yeah.
Yourdigitalresource.com. Definitely trust Abby and her team over there. I've been able to meet a couple of them over the past few months, and they're awesome people. So if you're trying to maximize your revenue through all things marketing, go check them out. And we hope you guys have a rocking day.